point there just about parents making a lot of decisions here. Sometimes the child is upset because they do have to go to school. Sometimes they're upset because they don't get to go to school. And that's something that's come up a lot as well, is that children are angry at their parents for the decisions that their parents are making in these, impossible lose-lose type choices. And, I'm curious about whether that's something that should continue to be sort of hashed out within the family. One parent asked, should I continue to address this in any way or just leave it be and let my child vent? And how do we, manage the fact that maybe our neighbors or our children's friends' parents aren't making the same decisions that we are?
I think part of that comes down to every family has a different level of risk tolerance, and also other factors that may come into play. Maybe a grandparent lives with them and, is ill or elderly. There's just a lot of factors, and everybody's situation is unique. And I think we just have to, whatever decision you make for your own family, you have to own that decision and feel okay with it. And it might change. This is a really situation in flux at all times. New information is coming out all the time, and it's constantly changing. So I think parents need to make the decision that's best for their family, own it and feel okay, not feel badly that they're keeping their kids in and their next door neighbor is having, play dates in the house and whatever. Everybody's decision is their own. They need to own it, and then they need to explain to the kids, listen, you may not agree with this decision, but I'm the adult and this is what has to happen right now. I understand that you're disappointed that you can't play, but your neighbor can, but this is how it is.
I totally agree. I think one of the things that I'll often talk to parents about is that you're the parent and you get to set the boundary, and your kid gets to be upset about it. That it's okay if your child is unhappy with this. We're unhappy about a lot of boundaries and restrictions that have been placed with us too. And I think being able to hear them and being able to talk with them is really important. But then, you drive the ship.
And to add to what's been said, I think it's just critically important, no matter what age the child is, to sit down and explain what the reasons are for whatever decision you've had to come to based on the risk tolerance in the family and the family's unique set of needs. I know that my 11-year-old was very involved in the decision whether she should go back to in-person school or do remote learning based on illness in the family, etc. And her buy-in was completely different because she was involved in the decision.